Yo, people, we saying it's your boy Muzzy 13. Make sure you guys like, comment, drop a follow, all that good stuff. And this is the post-match reaction to the Portsmouth Arsenal game. The game finished Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4. This was a really interesting, fun kind of game to look forward to. I always love the cup games because it's an opportunity to see the players that don't really get regular minutes get their opportunity from minute one. And yeah, it was good to see. Arteta went with a rotated lineup, made 10 changes to the game, to the lineup for the Liverpool game, which ended 0-0. He went with Kepa in goal, Lewis Skelly, Gabriel, Norgard, White as the defense. He went with Moneri and Eze, dual 10s or 8s if you want to see it, and Marino in the DM. And then you have a Martinelli on the left, Madueke on the right, and Jesus up top. And so I feel like that was a strong enough lineup. Portsmouth are really doing the best in their league right now. If I'm looking just now, they are currently 21st in the championship, just a point above the relegation zone. So they're really struggling. The record in 24 games, 6 wins, 7 draws, 11 losses. So I felt like even with the rotated lineup, we had more than enough to beat them. But the game didn't go to plan at the start. Now, 3 minutes in, Portsmouth, even just the first minute, Portsmouth showed us some real attacking quality, intent. They wanted to take the game to Arsenal, as you could expect. Magic of the FA Cup, trying all the giant killings and all the stories you always hear. We saw one where Wrexham Nottingham Forest, where Wrexham beat Nottingham Forest to go through on penalty shootout. So Arsenal just obviously hoping to not be a victim of that. And first few minutes, Portsmouth took the game to Arsenal, getting their goal in the 3rd minute. One of the Portsmouth players took a shot. Kepa saved it. Should have done better. Should have pushed it out of danger. He pushed it back into danger. And Bishop follows up and then just takes a beautiful finish in. And we're 1-0 down in the first 3 minutes. Place is going crazy. They're like, oh, Fratton Park is going insane. But it was all a matter of Arsenal, just, bouncing back and, showing some real resilience, showing some real resilience, and we did exactly that. 5 minutes later, we get a goal from a set piece, an own goal. Someone flicks it on. I can't remember who flicks it on, but it ends up going in off the Portsmouth defender, Dozell, I think. And it's 1-1, and you're thinking, okay, nice, good to get back into the game quickly. And from then, Arsenal pretty much just took over the game, started dominating possession, controlling the tempo. I felt like Marino did a very good job in that midfield, playing as a DM. We usually don't see Marino playing there, but he did a good job over there, controlling tempo and whatnot as he was playing alongside him. I like the midfield combination of Neri, Marino, and Eze. I'd probably like to see that more in cup competitions. And even just the defense, I felt like was pretty solid. Ben White, get to see him, start, get him out of minutes, 70 minutes, and then he came off for Timber. He's probably going to start that game against Chelsea in the week, so it's good to see. Apart from that Kepa mistake, he had a pretty good game all around. Norgard filling in at center back. We saw that the first time in the Champions League against Club Brugge. He filled in again and did a good job. So it's good to see because they're probably going to need him to play center back for a few more games until the likes of Mosquera, Calafiori, and Capier are back. So good to see over there. Gabriel, played 75, 76 minutes. Ideally, you don't want to play Gabriel or Saliba. Saliba wasn't in the squad today. I just assume was just managing his minutes. So it's good to see that, he did a good job there. And Lewis Skelly obviously played at left back. Wasn't really his best game. I felt like he did all right, but I like to see him, improve more in the games because he's going to be the left back against Chelsea, which is going to be a harder opposition during the week. So I expect him to have a better performance there, hopefully. But yeah, after that 1-1, we did exactly what we had to do. Just started taking the game onto them more. And then around the 25th minute, we get our second goal of the game from Martinelli. Beautiful job from him as well. We get a set piece. I feel like all the goals today were set pieces. Yeah, all the goals today were pretty much set pieces. And another one came from a set piece. Madueke takes a beautiful corner. Martinelli arriving at the near post, flicks it in, makes it 2-1. And from then, I'm like, okay, now it just depends on how much Arsenal want to score. Like, we can run it up here because Portsmouth are really the best team. We go into halftime 2-1 up, and I'm like, okay, that's good to see. 2-1 up at halftime. Let's just keep it moving. Or before we even say that, the first half ended, we got a penalty towards the end of the half. 43rd minute, we're thinking, okay, if we score this, game is done. Madueke wins the penalty, decides to step up to take it, puts it wide, and I can't believe he missed it. 2-1 at halftime, but it could have been 3-1. So Portsmouth really got let off the hook there. But thankfully, we did not let that define the game. And in the 51st minute, Arsenal got their 3rd goal. So it was a beautiful free kick taken quickly. gave us the opportunity to, catch Portsmouth sleeping. Lewis Kelly found Jesus with the ball on the right side. He plays a beautiful ball across the goal from Martinelli, who taps it in at the back post. 3-1. And at that point, you're just like, okay, beautiful. Now the nerves can relax, play more of your footy. It's good to see Jesus get an assist as well, get a goal contribution. And yeah, we just pretty much dominated from there on out. Portsmouth didn't really do anything. Obviously, we sealed off the game with another goal in the 72nd minute. Gabriel Martinelli getting his hat trick. And it was another goal from another corner. I know all the rival fans are going to be so mad that we're scoring all these goals from corners, but I could not care less. A goal is a goal. And it was 4-1. Martinelli's third goal is his hat trick, his first hat trick for Arsenal. I believe it's his first senior hat trick in his career in general. And obviously, it came from another corner. Madueke, once again, playing a beautiful ball, from the corner. Ball's fired in, and Martinelli is there again to meet it and made it 4-1. And yeah, after that, Arteta made in the substitutions. He took off Gabriel for Salmon. Good for him to get 14, 15 minutes as the 16-year-old coming through. Zubimendi came on for the hat-trick hero Martinelli on the 82nd minute. He made a few more subs, brought in the likes of Odegaard. And yeah, that was more than enough to get the job done. So, we move on to the fourth round. It's good to see, we finally made it past the third round. I feel like we've been exiting the FA Cup very early the last few years. Maybe it's that no more red kit. Good initiative, but I don't want to see us wear that kit again. So yeah, keep supporting the initiative, Arsenal. But yeah, let's not wear that white kit again. We can wear the white kit that we have for this season. That's different. But all in all, 4-1 win into the next round. That's now 10 wins in 10 cup games. Can't complain. And we keep marching. We keep moving. On to Chelsea in the midweek. Looking forward to that game. Should be fun. But yeah, it's been your boy, Muzi 13. Martinelli obviously man of the match. I don't need to say more about that. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out. Peace.